Hello and welcome to another edition of NAFDAC and Your Health, brought to you by NAFDAC, the agency that has the constitutional mandate of safeguarding the health of the nation by ensuring that you patronize only wholesome and approved food products, drugs, cosmetics, medical equipment, and chemicals. My name is Amanda Ugo.
Today on NAFDAC and Your Health, we begin by listening to the Director-General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, on the mandate of the agency to safeguard the health of Nigeria and the resolve and commitment of the agency to optimally deliver on the mandate. And then we'll be bringing you the frantic effort of NAFDAC from some zones and state offices of the agency to ensure that only products of good standard and quality are sold to the Nigerian people, particularly as it concerns the investigation and enforcement drive of the agency. The Mojisola Adeyeye-led administration in NAFDAC has brought a lot of transformations to the regulatory agency over the last 6 years, and this has, to a great extent, imbued confidence in the regulated products under the agency's control. These efforts therefore continue to wax stronger, and NAFDAC is as resolute as ever to fight the menace of substandard, counterfeited, and unregistered food products, drugs, cosmetics, and other of its regulated products.
The driving force behind what we have been able to achieve is the health of our people. NAFDAC's goal is to safeguard the health of our people, of Nigerian people. However, with that is quality standards, international standards. Our mandate is to control the importation, exportation, manufacturing, distribution, advertisement, sale, and use of our 7 regulated products. And NAFDAC is not an island. NAFDAC is in the community of regulatory agencies globally. Therefore, we have to adopt global standards. So, with the drive to ensure that the health of our people is maintained, is also to use international standards. And that was what I started maybe within 6 weeks of my resumption, January of 2018. We needed to imbibe quality systems or quality culture in our regulatory practice. A regulatory agency is guided by many principles with the goal of making sure that the health of the people is kept. It is not about the DG, it is not about the staff, it is about our country. It is about the image of this country, where God has given so much endowment, so much gift, so that we can be a better service provider for our customers, so that the health of our people can be improved, so that substandard falsified medicines can be mitigated, so that the food that we are eating, we have confidence.
The agency's regulatory strategies like inspection, investigation and enforcement, post-marketing surveillance, pharmacovigilance coupled with intelligence have been brought to bear in all the zones and state offices of NAFDAC across Nigeria to ensure that the health of Nigerians is safe. This episode brings you the efforts of NAFDAC in some of the zones to deliver on the agency's mandate. Beginning from Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, the investigation and enforcement team of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, recently raided Shahid Stores, a popular supermarket in Abuja, for selling some counterfeit cosmetics products. The agency equally raided H Medics in Wuse 2 and Gwarinpa 3rd Avenue, as well as Gaki, Utako and Wuse markets, all within the Federal Capital Territory. During the raid at H Medics, the agency discovered and seized counterfeit cosmetics and some unregistered products. Mr. Mbugushiki Musa Godia, The NAFDAC Head of Investigation and Enforcement, Federal Task Force FCT Abuja, said the enforcement team, through an intelligent information, raided Gugbo markets in Nyaya and Mararaba Axis in Nasarawa State 2 days earlier.
For 3 days now, we've been carrying out raid in different places in Abuja. We got intelligent report on sales and distribution of some counterfeit product in Abuja. And then we set out to different places that we have identified. We've raided Garki Market, we've raided Use Market, we've raided Utako Market, we've gone to Usetsu today, we've gone to Gwarimpa, we've gone to Sahastos, we've gone to H Medics, we've gone to, yesterday we were at Maraba, we're at a place in Kubo Mechanics. All this in search of this counterfeit product, and we've been able to successfully recover most of this counterfeit product and evacuated them for destruction.
The most shocking thing to the enforcement team was the discoveries of counterfeit of Nivea cream and other cosmetics.
Somebody goes to a supermarket and think he is buying a Nivea product, and it's not a Nivea product he's buying. Somebody just go out there, get this container, put a popular brand, since you know that it's moving market, and bring it into the country. And to even, the most shocking to me, is even more expensive than the original one. It's even more expensive than the one approved by NAFDAC. This is so criminal. And then we've removed all of them. This is outright counterfeit. For some of you using Nivea product, you go and you buy different one. You say, I want to buy the foreign one. These are outright counterfeit product. And also very important today in our investigation and raid, we went to the market where we raided hawkers, medicine drug sellers, street drug seller. That's what we have been battling. But in Abuja of recent, we have started seeing the upsurge of little markets within the capital selling drugs. People that have not gone to school to read anything about medicine, they are dispensing drugs. We have seen even one dispensing and treating people. We've seen him with injectable, right at the hot sun in Utako Market, Utako furniture market, where they sell second-hand, like a Panteca market. We saw all these products in there, and we are taking this very seriously. When we raid other places that such markets are developing within Abuja and its environment.
Mr. Godia also gave the market value of the entire product confiscated during the 3-day raid.
The market value of what we have seen so far for drug hawkers is 5 million what goods we have recovered. And for Nivea products, another product we also have G-Care. These are counterfeit products. We also have Happy Care. This is counterfeit product. And also Airwick. We seize them in volumes and in large quantity. And all the product we have seized for this 3-day operation is so far 45 million naira, totaling 50 million altogether our operation for these 3 days.
The NAFDAC Head of Investigation and Enforcement in Abuja, Adeyeye, said such counterfeit products could cause cancer to the body, damage the kidney, and rashes. He urged perpetrators of such heinous acts to desist from it, stressing that the enforcement team of NAFDAC will make sure it gets to the roots of the distribution syndicates that imports this product. He added that the agency has zero tolerance for counterfeit products. He called on Nigerians to be careful with the kind of products they buy and always watch out for NAFDAC registration number before purchasing any regulated products.
You have been watching NAFDAC and Your Health. The program continues shortly. Don't go away.
NAFDAC has observed with dismay the wanton illegality of unlicensed vendors peddling drugs to unsuspecting members of the public, despite efforts aimed at tackling the menace of drug hawking. NAFDAC hereby advises the general public to desist from buying drugs from these merchants of death. Drugs sold by hawkers are fake, counterfeit, and substandard. The hawkers expose the drugs to inclement weather, which degrades their active ingredients since they are stored in conditions that render drugs poisonous. The drugs could therefore damage the liver and kidney or lead to the death of the consumer. Drug hawkers constitute a threat to our national security. Hawking of drug is one of the main causes of drug abuse, as victims continue to fetch drugs from unregistered and unregulated hawkers. Consequently, drug abusers soon succumb to the dilemma of depression, personality disorders, suicidal thoughts, mental disorder, sleep problems, organ failure, damaged immune system, memory loss, anxiety, social and economic problems. NAFDAC hereby warns those involved in the nefarious act of hawking drugs to desist from this illegal act or face the wrath of the law. NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation.
Welcome back. You are still tuned to NAFDAC and your health.
From the Northwest Zone, the NAFDAC Zonal Director in the zone, a one-day sensitization and awareness workshop on registration procedure and food management was held recently. The workshop was organized for dealers of edible oil. The sensitization and awareness became necessary because of the need to address the myriad of public outcries about the unwholesome production of edible oil. The complaints were received in large numbers at the NAFDAC office in the zone and also made verbally during the agency's regular surveillance, asking for proper regulation of edible oil because unpackaged and raw edible oil was being dispensed in the open market. This improper and unhygienic practice could make the oil contaminated, and this could cause some diseases including cancer. She emphasized that NAFDAC-regulated products must be registered and appropriately sold.
It's with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this very important sensitization and awareness creation workshop for edible oil dealers on the registration of packaged edible oils under the micro scale. I'm also delighted to thank everyone present here who have responded to this invitation. During the agency's regular surveillance activities, complaints were received from the public, thus the need for proper regulation of this product, the edible oil, and that it is also a violation to sell any regulated product, including this oil, not registered by the agency. Also, it has been observed that some of these edible oils are being dispensed in an unregistered, unhygienic environment open to contamination. I'm sure during the course of our presentation, we might see some of them, or they will put more light on that, because most of the oils now are being dispensed openly in dispensers, sold on the streets, everywhere. And NAFDAC all over the country, particularly in Kaduna State, we have gone round, we have seen so many of these methods or the dispensers where these oils are being dispensed.
According to Mrs. Josephine Dalim, NAFDAC would ensure that only products that have been registered and certified by it as the leading regulator of all such products in Africa are sold to the Nigerian public. She added that NAFDAC would not compromise public health and would do everything necessary to safeguard the health and lives of Nigerians. The public outcry that necessitated the workshop has also led to the sealing of 50 outlets dispensing unpackaged edible oil in the open market. The FSAN Directorate has also drawn the attention of edible oil dealers and marketers of other regulated products to the guidelines for the registration of products and tariffs attached to various categories of violations. Still from the Northwest Zone, the Sokoto State Office of NAFDAC has intensified enforcement operations. This resulted in the raid and confiscation of counterfeit ozone cream relaxer worth 5 million naira. The coordinator of the Sokoto State Office of NAFDAC, Malam Gaba Abubakar Adamu, said the raid, which took place in conjunction with men of the Criminal Investigation Department of the Nigerian Police, was undertaken following complaints from NN Fem Industries Limited, the manufacturers of the original ozone cream relaxer. These sellers of the counterfeited products have since been sanctioned, while the counterfeited, who is now at large, was traced to Kano, where his counterfeiting equipment, samples of counterfeited products, labels and raw materials were confiscated. Also from Sokoto Northwest Zone, as part of efforts to synergize and partner with relevant stakeholders to combat the menace of fake, adulterated and unregistered regulated products in our market, the state coordinator of NAFDAC in Sokoto, Malam Gaba Abubakar Adamu, recently played host to officers of the Nigerian Customs Service from the Sokoto Zamfara Area Command at the agency's Sokoto State Office. According to the area controller of the Nigeria Customs Service in the command, who led the team, the courtesy visit of the men of the Nigeria Customs Service to NAFDAC office was to discuss ways to rid the zone of unregistered and counterfeited products. From the South-South Zone in Rivers State, NAFDAC has shut down an illegal sachet water factory using fake NAFDAC registration number. The raid of the facility was carried out after a tip-off by concerned Nigerians. Apart from using fake NAFDAC number, the production company and its environs were abysmally filthy and far from adhering to good manufacturing practice and good hygiene practice. Also in the state, 4 illegal bakeries were shut down for operating illegally. The operators of these facilities will be sanctioned and made to face the full wrath of the law.
This is all we have for you on today's edition of NAFDAC and Your Health. Join us again next week for another informative and educative package. You can also help NAFDAC safeguard the health of the nation by supplying us with every information you have on the activities of peddlers of unwholesome and unapproved food products and other regulated products. If you have any information or inquiries, please reach out to us.
You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700-162-3322. For complaints, call 0800-162-3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email reforms@nafdac.gov.ng or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded.
Please note, it is criminal to import, produce, distribute, market or sell unwholesome, unapproved or counterfeit food products, drugs, cosmetics, medical equipment and chemicals. Let us join hands with NAFDAC to have a healthy nation. Till next week, stay safe.